And welcome back. Well, for 20 years, local filmmaker Steve Betcher saved clippings about sturgeon spearing, knowing he would someday tell the story of this sport that's so unique to our state. And Steve has won 5 Emmys for his work in film. His latest project is called The Frozen Chosen.
He spent 2 years following local families, talking to experts, and braving sub-zero temperatures and very thin ice conditions, I'll admit.
It's true. Steve is here now with us to tell us a little bit more. Thanks for being here, Steve.
Hey, thank you very much.
5-time Emmy winner. We're sitting next to like royalty here.
He's got the teeth. I love it. Yeah, he looks good, doesn't he? Beautiful.
You do.
I know. This isn't starting out well.
We were trying to make you blush. It's fantastic. I think this is great. The Frozen Chosen. Let's talk a little bit about what inspired you to do this and some of the harsh, realities of what you faced while filming it.
I think as a local filmmaker, or just filmmakers, we have a tendency to want to go overseas and, go to Africa or go to deep, remote spots to film. And this is a story that takes place in our own backyard. That's what's so
Lake
amazing
Winnebago.
about the story. Yeah, and it's kind of like Shark Week is right here. This is Ice Road Truckers meets Deadliest Catch. So it's really a unique experience right here in our state. People venture out and they're looking for that elusive great sturgeon. Could be 200, 300 pounds, and it's underneath the ice like Jaws.
It's incredible. There had to be some challenges to filming the documentary, right?
Yeah, there really was. Yeah, we have underwater photography in the program, and just the likelihood of seeing a fish is about 7%. Guys will sit on the ice, and women for 20 or 30 years waiting for that opportunity. So it's danger, it's risk-taking, it's shifting ice, and it's all, really connected to this sport that's just unique to Wisconsin. This is the only place in the planet you can do this.
Really? Just right here. Okay, I know you spent 2 seasons out there. You lost 2 cameras in the process.
Yeah.
You spent 75 hours to make a 1-hour documentary. Why is this so special? Is it just that it's uniquely Wisconsin? Is it because people do these kind of daring feats of being on the ice and potentially having their cars and their trucks fall in, as we saw as well?
I think it comes down to the people, actually. That's what's so unique about it. I love our state, and these people it's kind of like MacGyver on ice. It's kind of, and they go out like SEAL Team 6 to get. And it's really a pursuit.
Hardcore.
It is very hardcore, and that's what really makes it really fun and very unique, I think.
Yeah, and I thought ice fishing on Lake Michigan was cool.
Right?
Until I hear this story, now I feel like a loser. I gotta get
started. I need carp or a trout.
I gotta start spearing some sturgeon.
And you think about it, spearing a 200 or 300 pound fish, and then it's like Fight Club, trying to get this thing up out of the ice. And a lot of the analogies they use is it's like duck hunting up a chimney. That's the odds of this thing, just like, so it's it's a challenge.
You kind of said that sometimes you felt like you were just surviving out there filming this.
Sub-zero, much like, this winter, and it's on shifting ice. There's, ice, breakage. It's a lot of danger that comes with the sport also.
What's happening on the opening weekend of sturgeon fishing, and how's that going to
Great question. Fond du Lac is kind of the epicenter of this, and they really own it. And they're having a stampede, they're calling it, on that Saturday. The first Saturday is the 8th.
Okay.
And it's fireworks, it's bonfires. It's just really a great event. Get in the car, drive there. It's a great weekend.
How can people see The Frozen Chosen? Because I think, they hear all these great stories. We know that it's so uniquely Wisconsin, and some people have done, whether it's ice fishing or even maybe know somebody who's done or tried themselves doing sturgeon fishing. Can they see The Frozen Chosen?
Yeah, absolutely. It's debuting on PBS on Monday, February 10th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's our own little Winter Olympics.
Yeah, right.
So what was your favorite part? When you look back at the whole experience, what was your favorite part of it?
I think it's the people. It's people from our state. It's very unique Wisconsin, and I think that's what I'm really excited about. It's about families. This is kind of a thing that's passed down from generation to generation. It's kind of like there's no school for being a pirate. This is kind of like the same thing, where it's just you don't go to a practice range or anything like that. This is really a generational thing.
Were there kids out there?
Great.
Kids, women, everybody's involved in this generational. We follow one family. The grandfather's 94 years old, and he brings all his family along, the Schumachers.
That's amazing.
And it's 5 generations on the ice.
Isn't that incredible? What a tradition. Is this something you're going to continue on now? I mean, other films you're looking at? Things
Yeah, we actually want to make this into a series, and we're talking to Discovery Channel about it right now, so that's kind of the dream.
Well, you said it's kind of what Deadliest Catch meets
Ice Road Truckers.
Ice Road Truckers.
And there's like swamp people somewhere in there too. So it's like, so it's just,
The more
it's really
bizarre
great.
and usual, the better the draw,
It's about
right?
personalities, really. That's really what it's about.
Yeah.
It's great.
So-
I know you're going to be doing some answering to questions about the film as well at the
There's
premiere,
a
right?
premiere next Thursday in Fond du Lac, and the Winnebago community is kind of embracing us and showing the film there. And it's really a great combination of DNR and tourism and everybody working together for this unique event.
Do they want more people out there? Or is this kind of the people who are there, that's all that ice can
no,
handle?
it's open to the public. I think you have to get your ticket and your tag in October, but about 5,000 shanties will be on the ice next weekend starting for the season.
That's so great. All right, I want to make sure everybody has the world premiere information. Here's the world premiere. It's at the Thelma Sadoff Center for the Arts. You can find out more about the Frozen Chosen, the 25th anniversary of Sturgeon Stampede opening weekend activities by going to the website fdl.com. And again, at the world premiere, you're going to be answering questions about the film and things like that as well. So thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Such a cool
Thanks.
documentary. Hope you get another Emmy for it.
Thank you.
Time for ice fishermen to up their game, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.